Okay, now we're going to create the body of the bolt in Inventor. In this video, probably have to do a second video on actually creating the threads. So we're going to start off with Inventor, and I want to create a new part file. And this is English, by the way, English part as opposed to a metric part. And just to make it easy, do I need to turn those on? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my visibility of my planes, so you can kind of see where we're working at here with our cube and our surface planes. All right, because the bolt starts with a cylinder, I'm going to use my primitives tool here to create a cylinder, and I'm going to put it on what's known as the top plane, okay, the XZ plane, and it all flips around and everything, but I want to constrain it to the center, to my origin. All right, and let's see, I want to go with diameter because I know the diameter of my bolt, and we're doing a 1-inch bolt with a 2A fit. And if you look in the Machinery's Handbook, the actual major diameter of this bolt is not 1 inch. It is 0.998 inches in diameter. So that's what I want. All right, now for the height, I'm going to make a 3-inch long bolt. So I'll give it a distance of 3, and boom, there we go. Okay, so that's got my cylinder. That would be the main part of my bolt. While we're working on it, let's go ahead and put a chamfer down here at the bottom. Let's see, don't think I need that anymore, so I'll turn the visibility of that off. Chamfer tool, and I'm going to choose that bottom circle. That'll be my chamfer. Now the size of the chamfer, if you remember, is the thread depth. And for this particular bolt, the thread depth is 0.10825. Oh, too many decimal points. And this is all going to be in the handout that you're going to get as part of the assignment, all the sizes. So you'll have that you can look at also. All right, so we've chamfered the end of it. Now let's put in the bolt head up here on the other end. So we'll do a sketch, a 2D sketch on the top surface. And I'm going to use my polygon tool. Oh no, I forgot to write down the size of it. Oh, I remember, it's 1.5. I'm going to use the polygon tool, circumscribe, 6 sides, hexagon. Choose the center there, the origin, and pull it out. And it doesn't matter how big you pull it out because I don't think we can put in a dimension here. So I'm going to pull it out and just keep it on the axis there so it's square and straight. Created it. Now I'll dimension. And across the flats, it should be 1.5. All right, so I'm finished with that sketch. So I can hit Finish Sketch, or I can hit E on the keyboard and go Extrude. And my thickness, I think the thickness was a 1/2 inch. I'll have to check that and see here in just a minute. I'll pause the video and check on that. Profile, I need to choose my profile and see I'm picking up the hexagon, and I got to get the circle. All right, so I'm going to pause the video and then check my sizes. Okay, had to take a minute to check my notes. The head was actually 0.7, not 0.5. So I'm going to come back in here and edit my feature. Change that to 0.7. I believe that's right. I'll double check that again after a while before I post this. So now I've got my hexagon there, but I've got to get that chamfer. So I'm going to turn off those, and we're going to do a sketch on the top here. And I'm going to do a circle. And I want it to be concentric, so I'm going to constrain it to the center and pull it out and snap it to the edge of the polygon there, of the hexagon. All right, so that gives me a circle there, and I need to be able to see that in a moment. And what I want to do is do a sketch on the side right here of what I'm going to cut out for the chamfer. I found this is the easiest, quickest way to do that. So let's see what surface plane. That's what I want. Yes. So I'm going to turn back on the YZ plane and do a sketch on that plane. So I'm going to finish this one, create a new sketch on the YZ plane, and of course it flips everything around there kind of weird like. So let's get this line back up. F7 to slice my graphics. Okay. And I want to draw a line from that corner. So I want to constrain it to that corner and come out so that it's perpendicular and parallel. And I'm just going to draw it out, I don't know, 1 inch. I don't know yet. I'll measure it in a minute and say, whoa, what happened there? That was weird. Start over. Okay. And I'm just going to escape out of that, start over at this corner, and come down. And we'll just pop a line in there and then close it off. All right, now let's put a dimension in here of 30 degrees. That just looks big, doesn't it? That's because I drew it out 1 inch long, that's why. So if I come back up here and measure the distance, I need to know the distance from the point down to the circle there. So I can go measure, go to that point, down to the circle, that tells me it's 0.116. Okay, so let's come back over here to my sketch, edit that dimension. I'll make it 1.12. That'll make it just bigger than what I need. And so I can finish the sketch. And I'm going to revolve that little piece right there. And I'm going to use my cut. And for the axis, is it going to pick it up? No. So I'll come over here and choose my y-axis. And okay, let's see how that looks. Hey, Eureka, what do you know? Doesn't that look good? So let's turn off the visibility of these things here so they'll be out of our way. And turn off that sketch. All right, so that's a good looking bolt head, don't you think? All right, now I'm not going to do a finished cap screw, so it's got the 1/32 inch washer face, but we will go ahead and put a fillet in right there. So we'll go fillet tool. It's supposed to be 1/16 inch maximum, so we'll make it that. And choose that corner. That looks good, so okay. All right, so now we've got a bolt with no threads. It's looking good. All right, so we'll save our file. I'll process this and come back and start another video.